The divorce papers slid across the sunlit wooden table with a soft scrape, and in that ordinary daytime moment, Rowan Hale felt his entire world stop breathing. The courthouse window was open, letting in the noise of traffic and the warmth of late morning light, but none of it reached him. His eyes were locked on the woman standing across from him, the woman he once built a life with, the woman he thought he knew. Lyra stood there calm and composed, yet unmistakably 7 months pregnant. Rowan's hands went cold, his chest tight, as the truth crashed into him without warning. She had come to finalize the divorce, but the life growing inside her rewrote everything he believed he had already lost. If you believe in kindness, forgiveness, and second chances, take a moment right now to like this video, share it with someone who needs hope, comment your thoughts, and subscribe to the channel One Heart Stories. Your support keeps stories like this alive. Rowan had imagined this day many times during the lonely months since Lyra left. He imagined anger, regret, or maybe relief. He did not imagine shock so heavy it bent his spine. Their marriage had collapsed quietly, not from betrayal, but from exhaustion, miscommunication, and years of swallowing pain instead of speaking it. Rowan worked long hours as a structural engineer, always promising things would slow down someday. Lyra once dreamed of opening a small art studio, but that dream faded as responsibilities piled up. They became two people living parallel lives, sharing silence instead of warmth. When Lyra asked for space, Rowan gave her distance, believing love meant not holding too tightly. He never asked the one question that mattered most, and now that question stared back at him in the curve of her belly. The sunlight followed Lyra as she moved, highlighting the strain beneath her calm expression. She looked stronger and more fragile at the same time. Rowan noticed small details he had missed before: the careful way she shifted her weight, the protective way her hands rested near her stomach. His mind raced through months of absence, missed calls, and unanswered messages. He realized how easy it had been to assume silence meant closure. The challenge was no longer the divorce itself, but the unbearable weight of realizing how deeply he had misunderstood love, responsibility, and timing. Lyra had not come to hurt him. She had come because the law required final signatures, because life moves forward whether hearts are ready or not. Rowan struggled to steady himself, feeling shame rise in waves. He thought of the nights he chose work over conversation, the mornings he rushed out without noticing her quiet sadness. He had believed providing stability was enough. Now he saw that presence mattered more than promises. As the hours passed, Rowan found himself replaying their shared past in painful clarity. He remembered daytime walks through city parks, shared lunches on crowded benches, and the way Lyra used to laugh freely before the weight of unspoken disappointment settled between them. That laughter echoed in his memory, colliding with the present reality of paperwork and finality. The main struggle he faced was not whether he loved her, but whether he deserved any place in the life he had unknowingly helped create. Something shifted when Rowan realized Lyra was not angry. She was tired, but not bitter. She carried herself with the quiet resolve of someone who had learned to survive disappointment without becoming hardened by it. That realization broke him open. He understood then that love was not proven by grand gestures at the end, but by showing up consistently before things fall apart. The change did not come as forgiveness or reunion, but as awareness, raw and irreversible. Outside, the day continued as usual. People laughed, cars passed, sunlight moved across the floor. Inside Rowan, something fragile began to heal. He knew the divorce might still be finalized, but he also knew he could no longer run from responsibility, even if it came without guarantees. Growth, he learned, often begins after loss, not before. Rowan left the building with a heavy heart and a clearer soul. He did not chase Lyra or beg for answers. Instead, he made a quiet promise to become the man he should have been all along, not to win her back, but to honor the life connected to them both. For the first time in months, he felt purpose replacing regret. Just before this story ends, we have a special request for you. Please comment one word below that describes what this story made you feel. Your words mean more than you know. As Lyra disappeared into the brightness of the afternoon, Rowan stood still, letting the warmth of the day remind him that endings are not always punishments. Sometimes they are invitations to grow. If this story touched your heart, stirred your emotions, or reminded you of the power of accountability and quiet love, please take a moment to like, comment, and share this video. Your engagement helps these stories reach others who may need them today.